guys, this is Pokemon Donation, and today I have, well, a video on my opinions on Pokemon X and Y so far. Well, if you're wondering why it took so long since the E3 trailers, well, I was waiting for today, for Pokemon, well, not today, yesterday, for Pokemon Smash to, if they revealed anything else that we haven't known already. So, yeah, let's get straight into the video. So, to start it off, since this is a Pokemon game and what everyone looks forward to are the new Pokemon, I'll give you my opinions on the new Pokemon. So, I'm going to start off with the starters, just because, I don't know, starters, you know. Anyway, so I'll start off with Chespin. Chespin is grass type. So far, we don't know its evolutions yet. It's brown, it has green hair, I guess, a green helmet or whatever. There's probably a picture somewhere so you can see it. It looks really cool. This one is my favorite out of the three because, I don't know, it's just unique. I know it looks a lot like Oshawott. For some reason it just looks a lot like Oshawott to me. But, I don't know, it's unique and it's kind of like, I wonder what this is going to evolve into. Like, Fennekin is a Firefox, and you can obviously tell it's going to evolve into a bigger fox with some bigger ear fluffy things. And Froakie, you can obviously tell it's going to evolve into a bigger frog, and going to have a bunch of fluffies, if that makes sense. Yeah, so that's why Chespin's my favorite, because I think its evolutions will be the most unique. And, yeah, so next we'll take a look at Fennekin, and picture right there. I don't know. Anyway, I think this one is really cool. It has to be my least out of the three, though. I like them, they're all so close to each other in likeness, I guess. I like each one almost equally. I just like Chespin a little bit more than the other two, and I can't really decide between Fennekin or Froakie, but I think I'm leaning towards Froakie a little bit more than Fennekin, just because, I don't know why, I just think Froakie is a little bit more, you know, cool looking, I guess. Fennekin is probably what most of the girls might choose to pick as their starter because it's nice and cute and fiery. I don't know what that doesn't make sense. But anyway, yeah, it's cute. It has really small, like, paws, which is also kind of cute. And it has those ear thingies, which at first I didn't really like. But once I looked at it some more, I was like, oh, those are kind of cool. And they could probably elongate or, like, go down or something and make Fennekin look even cooler than it already looks. And its tail is like a bulb, so I'm thinking that maybe it's going to be kind of like a flower and like kind of like spread out like a flower, and then have like flame coming out of the end or something, maybe. If any of you guys are good at drawing Fakemon, I know Like a Derp 99 is really good at drawing Fakemon, and he could probably think of something like that. That'd be cool. Yeah. So let's move on to Froakie. Froakie is a blue frog. We have seen frogs before. I don't see why people get upset about when a Pokemon is the same animal as another Pokemon, because, I don't know, there's like 700 Pokemon. Well, there's going to be over 700 Pokemon. And if a frog, there's no way you can just, I know there's a lot of different animals, but there's so many animals that are just like alike, like, you know, deer and like, and not zebras. I don't know why I was saying zebra, but deer and moose and things like that are so much alike that people are going to be like, oh, they're so similar. I don't like it because it's similar to Stantler. So I'm not going to like Sawsbuck, you know. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I don't see why people get upset about that. It's not like a Pokemon is completely copied this Pokemon, like almost looks exactly alike. No, they have different colors and they have different things protruding from them. I don't know, they just look a lot different. But anyway, let's get on to the other Pokemon. I'll do the Legendaries last. So, the next Pokemon are going the next Pokemon I'm going to talk about is Sylveon. Sylveon is the newly announced Fairy type, which is awesome. I've wanted a new type, and Sylveon is an evolution of Eevee, if you didn't know by the Eon part. Yeah, it's cute and pretty, but I mean, like, all evolutions are somewhat cute and pretty. Sylveon is probably like the cutest and the prettiest, and I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, no, Leafeon is the cutest. There's no question. I'm just saying. Yeah, I like it. It's a good design. A lot of people don't like it for some reason because it has too long of ears or something, and people don't like the scarves. I mean, yeah, I can see why they don't like the scarves, because the scarves are kind of long, and there's too many of them. I don't see why it needed a bow and 2 scarves and then another scarf thingy. I don't know. It didn't need that many scarves, but it still looks really good. Yeah, I knew it was going to be a new type. There's no way it was going to be normal. I mean, if they ever did have a normal evolution, it would look a little bit like Eevee, but that looked extremely nothing like Eevee. But yeah, so let's get onto the next Pokemon that were announced, and that is, I'm trying to remember what the other Pokemon were announced besides Sylveon. Oh yeah, the Mewtwo form. The Mewtwo form, it's cool-ish. A lot of people are saying that the handle on its head, and it has a tail on its head. I mean, a lot of things are going wrong with the head. Well, I really like it, kind of. I really like it, kind of. That's OB logic. But anyway, the only thing I don't like about it, the artwork, the official artwork for it looks awesome. I mean, I think that the official artwork looks really good, but the in-game form, which I'll put here or whatever, I don't know, it looks like an alien. I mean, sure, it's supposed to be kind of like an alien, but I mean, it looks like one of those generic aliens with the big head and the small body and the weird hands and feet. Yeah, maybe that's what they were going for, because it has something to do with the movie, which is coming out very soon, which is awesome. And by the movie, we'll know a little bit more on Mewtwo in his form. And yes, and the next Pokemon. We will go with Helioptile for the next Pokemon. And Helioptile looks like a frilled lizard to me. Its ears, like when it attacks, spread out, which I'll have a picture right there. And it looks cool. I didn't like it at first. I was like, a wiener dog lizard? This was what I was thinking. But then the design kind of grew on me. And if you look at the back, it has like 3 triangles, like the Triforce. I mean, I could totally see this like being, if Link, like there's probably already a DeviantArt picture of Link and a Helioptile or whatever. But I mean, Helioptile could probably be from Hyrule. It has like the Triforce and everything on it. And I'm thinking that its evolutions will be really cool, like a Velociraptor, something like that. And my friend on here, LikeADerp99, said that it might end up being a dragon in Electric because it's a lizard, and you know, lizards are kind of closely related to dragons. I know they're not really related to dragons because dragons don't exist. But yeah. So let's move on to Fletchling. Fletchling is a Japanese robin. Someone says it's based off of Japanese robin. It actually looks a lot like a Japanese robin, which will have a picture. I think you guys get the picture by now that I'll have a picture. No pun intended. But anyway, yeah, it has a cool beak. It has penguin eyes, as Tricky Woo said. I think that's her name. But anyway, yeah, it has like a penguin eye. And yeah, there's not really much to say about it. It's your normal flying type. Yeah, so I know this wasn't released at the same time as Fletchling, but there is Talonflame, and I'm thinking that it's the final evolution of Fletchling, not the second. I mean, it could be the second. I just think it's a little bit too big to be the second, and fire flying. I mean, if you think about it, I don't think they would have the second evolution of Fletchling fire flying before the third, just because I think that's something Pokemon wouldn't do for some reason. I mean, I know they've done things like But anyway, yeah. At first, when I saw this crappy picture of it on Pokebeach.com, it was very low quality because it was taken from a screen. I was like, ugh, that's an ugly bird. The very ugly bird. But when I saw the official artwork here, it actually looked really nice. Yeah, it looked very nice. I was like, I actually like this. There's a few things you couldn't really see in the gameplay, and but when I saw the trailer, I was like, ooh, I even like it more because it had, I don't know, it was moving. But anyway, it looks good, is what I'm trying to say. There's actually, I'm going to say this now, even though I'm not all the way through with all the Pokemon. I haven't seen one bad design of any of the Pokemon that have been released yet. Okay, you can kind of say that Mewtwo is a bad design, but I personally like it. So, for me, I haven't seen a bad design. I haven't seen a Pokemon that I haven't liked yet. So, yeah, let's move on to Go-Goat. Now, Go-Goat probably will have this pre-evolution, and there's not much to say about it except you can ride on it. That's freaking awesome. You can ride on it, and it's a grass type, and learns Horn Leech, and it's a goat, the first goat Pokemon. I'm pretty sure it's the first goat Pokemon. Oh no, Cobalion is a goat Pokemon. I guess people are saying that it's a goat Pokemon. Yeah, it's a goat, and it's awesome, and it sounds like Gogurt. Yum. But anyway, let's move on to Pancham, and Pancham is cute and cool at the same time, which is perfect for a Pokemon. I'm just hoping that its evolutions don't get fat and ugly like well, Snorlax isn't fat and ugly, it's just really fat. Yeah, so I'm hoping I'm hoping if its evolutions don't end up being bad. It's a fighting type, and I like the tea leaf it has on its I'm so sorry, I don't know what's going on. The tea leaf in its mouth is very, very cute, that's what makes it cute, and like, I don't know, it's just kind of cute and cool looking. It has a move called Parting Shot, and I don't know, it's a cool Pokemon, and I'll probably use it on my team. So yeah, let's get into the next Pokemon that were announced. And the next Pokemon were announced was Vivillon. Well, first, I'll start off with, I forgot what it's called. But I'll start off with its first evolution, and I'll probably put the name somewhere on there because I can't remember what its name was. The first evolution and the second evolution, which I'll put here. I'll talk about them at the same time. And I swear I've seen these before. Like in some kind of fake scan that is probably real or something. I swear I've seen these somewhere before. Like the second evolution. Maybe not so much the first, but I swear I've seen the second evolution before. I don't know where I saw it, but I swear I've seen it somewhere. Like with its like colorful pinata stuff, I guess. Yeah, I swear I've seen it before somewhere. They look cool. They're just your basic bug and Kakuna. And then yeah, let's get on to Vivillon. By design, Vivillon is my favorite butterfly slash moth. I'm pretty sure it's a butterfly. Butterfly Pokemon. I really like the design. I like how it has like the pixels in it, and it says somewhere that there's a secret hidden in its wings, which I was thinking, don't really see it, but maybe it's something to do with the game. But yeah, Vivillon looks cool, and then we'll get on to Noivern, and this guy right here, this guy is so cool. He is very cool. He's like a bat. He's a wyvern, but he kind of looks like a bat to me. At first, I thought he was a Swoobat evolution because here's Swoobat. It had that white thing around it, and it had those big noise box things on its head. Looked like Swoobat. Swoobat, yeah, looked like him. And I thought it was an evolution at first, and then it was it's dragon flying, so that's awesome. It might be my dragon type if I don't see a cooler looking one for this game. It's really cool looking, and I'm pretty sure it's going to have one or two evolutions before it because in the trailer, Jay Witt pointed this, I think it was Jay Witz or Marilyn pointed this out, that it's level 80 and everything else is level 50. So maybe you get it later on in the game, kind of by the Elite Four, and you train it to level 80 and it evolves. So yeah, that kind of puts it on a bummer for me, because I like to get not all my Pokemon early, but I like to get them around 5th or 6th gym, just because I like to, like, I guess, I know it sounds kind of cheesy for a video game, but I guess to grow a bond with the Pokemon. But yeah, so Noivern, awesome. And we'll go on to Skrelp. Yeah, Skrelp. It's a seahorse kelp Pokemon, and I think this thing is really cool looking. A lot of people are like, ugh, it's ugly. It's a horsey fake. It's a horsey fake. It's a copycat. But it's not a copycat. It looks cool. It's water poison. I think horsey was water poison. Don't quote me on that. Or it was just plain water. But yeah, it looks a lot like a horsey. It has like these really cool like fins, kind of like they're clear. And yeah, it's a kelp seahorse, and it kind of leads me to believe that it'll have cool evolutions, which would be awesome. So yeah, Skrelp is cool. And then we'll go on to Clauncher. Now Clauncher is cool. I really like the lobster or crawdad Pokemon, like I forgot his name, like Crawdont. I really liked Crawdont. He was like my favorite water type. He probably might be my favorite water type, just because, I don't know why, but I really like the design of him. Yeah, and this might have an evolution kind of like it. It looks like it can be really cool. It has one big claw with yellow. It's blue and yellow. It looks really cool. It's just pure water. It might be my water type, or Skrelp might be my water type, but I'm not sure yet because the game hasn't come out and I haven't seen all the Pokemon. So yeah, Clauncher is cool. So we'll go on to Flabebe. Flabebe, right? Yeah. It's a fairy type, and it's really cute, and this is what you would think a fairy type would look like. It has like a halo of flowers on its head. It's the smallest Pokemon in existence now. It's 4 inches. 4 inches. It's like this. It's like this big. This big, and 0.2 pound. 0.2 pounds? I think it was 0.2 pounds. It's really cool. It says, as when it's born, it clenches onto a flower and bonds with the flower for the rest of its life, and that it has different colored flowers. It can end up having different colored flowers in the game, which is awesome. Kind of like Spinda with all its different shapes, not shapes, patterns. But yeah, it's cute, but it kind of makes me believe that it won't have an evolution just because it can have different things. And I know it would. I'm not saying that it would be hard to put into the game. I'm not a game designer, so I wouldn't know anything about it. But it just seems like it would be it just seems like it would be hard to make it evolve with the same flower and stuff. It might evolve though. It could really evolve. And I keep on saying evolve for some reason. But anyway, let's get to Litleo. Litleo, yeah. Kind of hard to say. Not hard to say, but kind of weird. Like lit, like a lighter, like you light something, and Leo, like a lion. So yeah, it's a fire normal type, which is awesome. Kind of weird though. Fire normal. There's like normal electric and normal fire now, which is kind of weird to me. It kind of gives it an extra weakness to fighting, which it kind of really didn't need. But yeah, I think this thing is going to be badass, just like Luxray from Shinx. Like, this reminds me a lot of Shinx. It'll probably evolve into a lion with a really cool mane. Luxray, it had a mane, but it didn't have like a mane that I thought a lion should have. So hopefully they get it a little bit better. I mean, I love Luxray, but hopefully they do the mane a little bit better with like a big lion mane. I think that would be cool. Yeah, so that's all the Pokemon that have been released. No, I'm sorry. I'm trying to cut the video out short. But anyway, let's talk about the Legendaries. Yeah, so first we will talk about Yveltal. Yveltal is a wyvern, kind of like Noivern. I think it's a wyvern, some kind of eagle thing. Kind of looks like it'd be dark and flying. A lot of people are saying that, and I kind of agree with them. It looks cool, but I like Xerneas better, so let's get to Xerneas. That's all I have to say about Yveltal, that he looks cool. So Xerneas is blue and black and with rainbow antlers, and I think it might be a fairy type. It would be awesome if it was a fairy type, just because I want one of the legendaries to be a new type, which I'm pretty sure there will be a legendary with a new type. But Xerneas is awesome looking, I think anyway. Most of you will probably disagree, but I like Xerneas. He is cool looking. He has cool like blades on his legs, which are awesome. And yeah, so there's no bad designs for me so far in Pokemon X and Y. All the designs look awesome for me. Hopefully they look awesome for you, and I'm gonna love X and Y. So I know at the beginning of this video I said everything in X and Y, but this video is getting very, very long. So I was thinking that I'm just gonna cut it into like 3 videos to save you guys some time. Well, I guess it would be the same length, but I'm just gonna cut it into 3 different videos. Yeah, that's my opinions on every Pokemon released for X and Y so far, and there will probably be another few more in next month in July released, so I'll give you guys an updated version of the video then. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and join the nation. See you guys next time.